Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Gridiron Gospel. We're just going to dive right into the first week of the CFP rankings. Obviously, number one, Ohio State, 8-0, coming off that win against Penn State at home. Julian's saying one of the best games of his young career here at Ohio State. 20 for 23, 316 yards, 4 TDs. Bo Jackson adding to his resume, 100-plus rush yards. Carnell Tate, 120 receiving yards and a receiving TD, and Jeremiah Smith, 123 receiving yards and 2 receiving TDs. Obviously, they're a great receiving duo. I don't want to get ahead of myself here by saying that they are, in fact, the best receiving duo in the nation. Obviously, I have some Buckeye bias here, so I believe that this year is our year in terms of being similar, but not the same as the 2019 LSU team.
I still think the 2019 team is better.
I completely agree that the 2019 team is better, but I think this is the closest thing Ohio State has had to being as close as they can be to that revered 2019 LSU team.
You are correct.
Also, just another thing I have with Ohio State and just the general media. So there is an opinion going out there that Ohio State has played nobody, and that is true. But at the beginning of the year, they scheduled those games anticipating that 4 teams would be ranked: Penn State,
you are correct.
Michigan, Texas.
Hey, you said it.
Or Teton. Penn State,
Michigan.
Yep, and they did okay. So I think that's a pointless claim. Ohio State can't control whether teams are ranked or not, so I think that's kind of a pointless argument against why they shouldn't be number one.
This goes for every team out there. They schedule these probably like 2 years before, and then they can't control if one team just absolutely just blows.
Yeah. That's exactly the point I'm trying to make.
Because Penn State was supposed to be ranked, Texas is still ranked, Illinois is still ranked.
Yeah. Penn State.
They got Michigan, and Washington is now ranked, but they haven't really. But they didn't play them when they were ranked, but they're still ranked. So, I mean, they are beating some top 25 teams, but it's just they didn't beat them at that time.
Exactly.
So that's why Ohio State's not getting the benefit of the doubt. But they're still number one in the country, so I don't think it matters.
And just going to stay in the Big Ten here, staying at the number 2 rankings, Indiana. Obviously, a great 9-0 start. Mendoza's been looking like a Heisman candidate all season long. Game against your Terps, actually.
Yeah, next question.
14 for 21, 200-plus yards, a touchdown, and a rush TD. Kalon Black, 110 rush yards and a rush TD. And Omar Cooper Jr., 86 receiving yards and a receiving TD. You know, they're a much more complete team than they were last year, in my opinion. Obviously, they had that loss to Ohio State in the regular season, which, granted, was on the road. And they also lost to the championship runner-up in Notre Dame last year. Again, a game on the road, but I think this is a more complete Indiana team than they were last year. Do you think they make any noise in the postseason, maybe make a bit of a deeper run than they did last year?
Yes, absolutely. I think they are championship contenders. But we don't really have to talk about this game, though.
Yeah, no, we
really don't. We got blasted on national television. Who put the Maryland Terrapins on national television?
I understand.
I understand basketball, but football, really?
Yeah, I understand we might be harboring some personal bias there, definitely.
Personal bias? No, it's just the truth.
Yeah. No, I mean, that was obviously a tough game for Maryland, but I mean, Indiana continuing to just breeze through their schedule.
Every game is tough.
Yeah.
Even the game against Northwestern is tough.
Yeah. Just breezing right through their schedule. Number 3, A&M, obviously on the bye week, but they're keeping their ranking at number 3. From what I've seen, they look like the best SEC team this year, definitely. I mean, obviously deserving of the number 3 spot.
Absolutely.
But they do have a tough game coming up against Texas to end the season off on rivalry weekend, which I personally think will be a better game.
Oh yeah, it'll be more competitive. I mean, it was competitive last year, but it'll be even more this year though.
I mean, they obviously they got number 22 Missouri.
They lost Bew for the year, I think.
Yeah, Bo Perbula.
Yep.
Yeah.
They lost Bo for the year. According to Twitter, it's not always correct, but he's out for the year.
So you got two ranked SEC matchups coming up. Obviously, they've really had no problem with beating other teams. I mean, they obviously beat LSU, whose season has gone down the drain for a multitude of reasons. They obviously won a close game earlier on in the year against Notre Dame. Barely squeaked out a win against Auburn. But, for the most part, I mean, yes, they have won all of their games. But for the most part, they've looked like the best SEC team.
Oh, absolutely. They are beating who they are supposed to beat. I don't think anyone in the preseason thought A&M would beat this LSU team, but they were wrong. So A&M is, I think, their coach, what's their coach name? Elko?
Yeah, Mike Elko.
Elko of Mike. He's doing a very decent. He's a very decent job. Only thing he needs to do is get that SEC title. Yeah, I think he's set for life, honestly.
Yeah, I think he's got a bright future ahead of himself in College Station.
He's got brighter.
Obviously, just going to stay with the SEC for a couple teams here. Number 4, Bama. Number 5, Georgia, and number 6, Ole Miss.
Yeah, that is exactly accurate. They should be those 3 spots.
I mean, Alabama, obviously, they're obviously a dominant football program this year. I mean, they did lose to Florida State on the road earlier on in the year.
They figured it out real quick.
So obviously not great there. But a win on the road against number 5 Georgia, beating Vanderbilt, beating Missouri, beating Tennessee. So their resume certainly proves why they should be the number 4 team.
They also got perennial powerhouse Eastern Illinois. I'm kidding.
Yeah. Yeah. Upcoming game against LSU will probably be a better win for them than they might have been expecting earlier on in the year. They do play Oklahoma in 2 weeks, so that'll definitely be a good game.
Oh, yeah.
Auburn might not be as good of a game, especially with the firing of Hugh Freeze down there in Auburn.
He should have been fired like tomorrow.
Yeah, his resume was certainly not there,
Bad.
but I think this is a real opportunity for Auburn just to look at themselves as a college football program and just really search for their identity and hopefully get a Vanderbilt kind of rebuild and almost new identity for themselves.
Vanderbilt kind of prayer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Staying in the SEC, we're just going to go down to Georgia, who Georgia, let's say they're kind of like Alabama in some ways. They obviously have the one loss to who did they lose to?
Georgia lost to Bama.
Yeah, so they obviously have the loss to Bama at home. They a couple ranked wins on the year. They beat Tennessee on the road. They beat Ole Miss. Barely squeaked out a win against Florida, which I thought was close. Obviously closer than it should have been.
It's always close with those two.
But again, they're another SEC team that has a tough upcoming schedule. They got Texas at home, and they have Georgia Tech obviously in the final game of the year, which I think will be another game like last year, not quite 8 overtimes, but I think it'll be
It's not 8 overtimes.
I think it'll be a closer game than people are going to think.
Yeah, I agree with that. I would say I think Georgia's going to blow Georgia Tech out the water again.
All right.
Yeah, because whenever you get to actually, they're not even on that list.
No, they're number 17.
Okay, so since Georgia Tech, my point was right. They are not that good. I don't care that you put them in it as a top 10 team. They gave up 48 points to who?
They lost.
NC State.
Lost, yeah.
NC State.
And
that is the worst football school I've ever seen, and that saves them because East Carolina's worse. But
I mean,
how do you go 48 points to NC State? I don't care if you're on the road. NC State hasn't been that good in
see,
years.
but that's not a loss that you can blame on the quarterback there. I mean, Haynes King
I
obviously.
wasn't talking about
Yeah.
the quarterback. I was talking about the defense. I've been
Yeah.
saying every episode. I was saying the defense is awful.
Yeah.
That proved my point right there.
And exactly, and the defense was inconsistent in that game, and they have been inconsistent for most of the year. But I mean, Haynes King has been the spotlight of that whole team. Obviously, 25 for 35 in that game, 400 plus yards, 2 TDs.
His first 400-yard game this year.
That might have been, yeah. Yeah.
That is that just says a lot about your defense. Whenever you're having Haynes King, who is not really a thrower, just absolutely deal out there like he's Tebow in college. Like that was an over exaggeration, but it's like you get what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Yeah.
It's awful, but.
And next, we're just going to keep moving down to Ole Miss, who, I mean, they came away with the 2-score win against South Carolina, Trinidad Chambliss, 150 passing yards, a TD.
Wait, hold on, pause. I thought Alabama played South Carolina. Wait, hold on. Just
pull that up.
Yeah. I love fact checking myself.
Yeah.
Because I thought Ole Miss was on a bye.
They might have been.
Yeah.
Might have messed that one up.
Yeah, our apologies, fellas.
It is.
No, they did play.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Wait,
when did?
Yeah, they might have been a couple weeks prior.
So they might have been on a bye. So
Yeah.
let's just say they were.
Yeah.
Well, I did.
But Ole Miss, they're at the number 6 spot in the CFP this week. That was the 25th.
Yeah. Okay, I was wrong. Ole Miss did play South Carolina.
Obviously with the loss on the road against Georgia, I'd say that's a pretty marquee loss though. That puts them in a good position. They don't play a ranked team for the rest of the year. Obviously with the Citadel this weekend, at home against Florida and on the road against Mississippi State in the perennial Egg Bowl. Great name for a rivalry.
I'm just laughing at that. Like, why does the SEC always have that 1 week where they play no one?
Yeah.
That still makes me mad.
I mean, they got to schedule some
half decent opponents. My
Yeah.
Lord, the Citadel.
Mhm.
What are we doing?
And now we're just gonna take a quick break from the SEC and move over to the Big 12 with BYU sneaking in at the number 7 spot.
Yeah. If they don't win the Big 12, there are a lot of problems. Like, really.
Yeah.
Them or Utah, I don't care. The Holy War as the Big 12 championship would go nuts.
Yeah, that would be a great game.
Oh,
Obviously, obviously championship weekend here at Gridiron Gospel that we are very much looking forward to.
Oh, we are very much looking at it. Yeah. It is awesome.
Yeah.
Let's go. Well, okay.
I will put a proposition out there. I would love for this Wi-Fi to be a little bit faster.
Yeah. just an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, BYU obviously with a tough game this Saturday on the road against Texas Tech. That's obviously their toughest game for the rest of the season. BYU, I still think they get into the Big 12 even if they lose that game. But I think do you think they still make the CFP if they lose this game on Saturday and they lose in the
As long as they win the Big 12 championship, they're fine. I think they are a lock in there.
I mean, they've certainly been consistent all year, but
Them and Texas Tech, that's it.
but their record doesn't really show for it. I mean, they've beaten previously ranked number 23 Utah by 3 at home.
That was a good game.
It was a good game, but I mean, one ranked win on your resume, you can be undefeated with no, they're obviously undefeated, but that's a decently easy schedule in my opinion. I mean, you have I'd say the best win that you have is
Their best win.
maybe
Their best win is Utah.
Yeah, their best win's Utah, and that's by 3 points.
That best win is Utah. Where is game day this week?
I want to say it's Texas Tech.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for that BYU
Yep,
Texas Tech
BYU
game.
Texas Tech. All right. Yep.
Battle for the Big 12 there.
We love the variety here.
Yeah. Speaking of Texas Tech, they obviously have the big game coming up against BYU. Battle for the Big 12 there. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Why is Oregon at 9? They should be a little bit higher. Thank you.
Oregon. Yikes. That's
That is a big yikes.
yeah.
I mean, one loss by 10 really derailed their season.
Yeah.
Or I just haven't.
I mean
seen them play.
that was to Indiana just to clarify, but they got a bit of a tough upcoming schedule.
Yeah. Their tough schedule. Let's say
On the road against Iowa.
the fact that Iowa's ranked is shocking.
Yeah.
Iowa has an offense, people.
And at home against USC, and on the road against Washington. So that's 3 ranked teams that they'll have under their belt.
They easily got that.
I do think they have that, but I am worried about how they'll perform come playoff time.
Oh no, I'm not worried at all.
Really?
I'm not. No, I'm set. I'm set on Oregon. I'm not saying they're a lock. I'm set on they will do just fine.
Do you think they'll at least win a game this time?
I can't not confirm nor deny.
Okay.
Because if I had to give an answer, maybe.
All right. Now we're just going to move over to an independent here. Notre Dame,
Go ahead.
ranked number 10th.
Work your charm.
I certainly have some mixed opinions here. They're a decent team. However, the 2 ranked teams that they have played, they have lost. They've lost by.
But at least they didn't get blown out, though.
They didn't get blown out, but they don't have a great strength and schedule. They played Navy.
The best team in all the land. By the way, Navy got robbed. I'm kidding. They lost by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I cannot talk.
I mean, their toughest upcoming game is on the road at Pitt.
That's very tough. Woo.
Yeah. But, I mean, their strength and schedule just does not show that they should be in the conversation for the CFP this year.
Everyone should be scared. We
In
got
my opinion.
Pitt coming.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I see. You might think I'm kidding. I think Pitt has a genuine chance in that game.
Their schedule is Notre Dame,
And
Miami, and who else?
Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech. Yep.
Yeah.
There you go. They play 3 ranked teams, 2 of them at home, and I don't. Can Mason, whatever
Heinchel.
that guy, whatever his name is, can he actually beat a ranked team besides Florida State?
I mean, he was a backup quarterback at that time, right?
He was playing.
Okay.
Okay. Holstein got benched after that West Virginia game, I think.
I thought he got. Never mind.
I don't know.
But anyways, moving on. We got Texas in the SEC. Now, Texas, in my opinion, has been far too inconsistent as a team.
Yeah,
They have close wins against not great opponents. I mean, they won by 1 score on the road against Mississippi State. They won by 1 score against Vanderbilt. I mean, that's not to call
garbage times points.
That's not to call Vanderbilt a not great school, but they did lose on the road against Florida.
I mean, Florida's always a tough place to play. I will say, I did see that Mississippi State is a tough place to play, even though their team sucks. But
And you also have a 3-point win against Kentucky on the road.
Yeah, that's a little bit concerning.
Yeah, I mean, especially with your upcoming schedule, they got Georgia next Saturday, and they have A&M.
Kentucky acting like they got Mark Pope
Yeah.
as their coach instead of Mark Stoops.
See, but I think this will be an interesting test for Texas just moving forward. I mean, Georgia, that's a battle for the SEC.
Are they on the road at Georgia?
Yeah, they're at Georgia that game.
Yeah, I said Georgia's got that.
Georgia has that, and I believe that knocks Texas out of the CFP
They
picture.
should already be out the CFP picture. Why are they in it in the first place?
I mean, I personally think it's them and Notre Dame that just should not be in talks for the CFP conversation.
Don't worry. The best opponent Texas plays is Arkansas. Definitely Arkansas.
A&M.
What? I'm being sarcastic
Okay, all
here. Like, wow.
Yeah.
at least Texas got one more win in their system.
But it looks like they might be a 4-loss team this year.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks to be Arch Manning, but you know what? He's gonna come back to Texas next year. He's gonna be a lot better.
Yeah.
Because I believe in his training. I believe in the Mannings.
Yeah. And now we're just gonna round out the CFP top 12 with Oklahoma.
Why?
Obviously, they have the loss against Texas and the loss against Ole Miss. I think they're a better team than people give them credit for. I mean, obviously,
Mateer was hurt though, so I will give.
Obviously, Mateer is still shaking off the injury that he
suffered against Kent State, I think.
I thought it was Texas. It might have been.
No, he was out. He got hurt against Auburn.
Yeah.
He was out for the Kent State game. He came back. Texas, they threw 3 picks, I think.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, they did beat Tennessee on the road, 33-27.
Yeah.
They beat previously ranked Auburn, but they have a tough test in schedule the next couple of weeks. They got on the road against Alabama and at home against Missouri, so 2 ranked teams for you there.
Yeah.
I don't think they get the win against Bama there.
Nope.
Missouri,
Yes.
I can definitely see them getting the win there, and to finish off, they got LSU at home.
I think LSU was a different team without Brian Kelly.
Yeah,
I will say that.
And that's certainly just like a good certainly a good thing to think about with new opportunities down there at LSU with moving on from Brian Kelly.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that firing should have been made like last year.
Yeah.
But out of all the top 12 teams or people looking outside the top 12, who's in, who's out? Your opinion. Go.
Just with the end of the year in college football, I think that the 10, 11, and 12 teams are not going to be there. That being said, I think we might see an ACC team.
Louisville, right?
I think Louisville or Virginia has Okay. Louisville or Virginia has a chance to maybe make the CFP.
You think Virginia has a chance? They've only beat one ranked team, and that one ranked team is 3-4.
All right,
I think 3 and 5.
All right. Well, what's the rest of their schedule? Because right now, I think they.
Tell me why is Virginia 14th?
Yeah. Okay, so they don't have that tough of a schedule
Proves
coming
my
up.
point.
Yeah. But they're still the 14th ranked team in the CFP. They would technically get in with the current CFP team projections. They would play at home or on the road against Ole Miss, which
Ole Miss by 50.
Yeah, but it just proves my point that an ACC team could get a couple ACC teams could get in.
I would say Louisville is one. The other one could be Duke. Yeah. I will say Duke because Duke has a shot at the ACC title. Mm-hmm. I saw that on Instagram. Don't fact check me.
That's not ridiculous to say that, but I think you need to consider a team like Memphis.
That's not the ACC.
No, but I mean outside of the ACC, you're looking at a G5 team, maybe.
Who even is the highest ranked G5 team?
I think that.
Navy. I'm kidding.
Navy, Memphis, North Texas. I would have said earlier on in the year, but
all right. So Virginia is number 1. Virginia Tech. No,
Georgia Tech.
Thank you, Georgia Tech. They're second. Pitt is third. Louisville is fourth. It's between those 4 teams, if you want to count SMU and Duke, but I mean.
Now.
But let's do some fact checking here. Duke plays UConn. Why UConn? All right. If this was basketball, I would have been tuned in. Virginia, North Carolina, and Wake Forest. So I think these are all wins here.
See, I think Pitt genuinely has a chance to go to the ACC championship.
Well, Pitt also plays 3 ranked teams. If they beat all of those teams, you know what? They deserve to be the number one team in the country. Because
Notre Dame has been inconsistent. Georgia Tech, I don't think they got the win there, but
in Mason, they trust. And Virginia, I'll be shocked if they won all their games. Louisville is another one of where They play Cal, Clemson, SMU, and Kentucky. Because that's why.
Now we've heard my teams that we think should be in and out. And how about yourself, Jason? What do we think there?
In and out.
Yeah.
Like no longer. Notre Dame, no longer. Texas, no longer. I mean, no. Like, please.
Oh yeah, sure. My bad. All right.
Thank you.
Notre Dame is out. Texas out. Oklahoma out.
Yep.
Virginia doesn't have a chance. Utah in. Scroll up a little bit, please. Thank you.
Memphis or Navy have a chance. South Florida does too. Whoever wins that conference in. Louisville, chance. Vandy, I think their chances are gone.
Yeah.
Tech, Miami, USC, and all of those teams gone.
Yeah.
So, and I trusted in Tennessee. I did. I thought Tennessee.
I
would
thought,
make it.
yeah, I had faith in Aguilar
But
earlier on.
I have been seeing on Twitter Tennessee fans saying, "Hey, so we want Nico back." That's saying something.
Why would you want Nico?
Because no one likes Joey for some reason. I love Joey.
I don't think he's a bad quarterback.
Joey's not bad.
I think he gets more hate than he deserves.
Yeah. I was gonna say same thing for Malik Washington. He gets too much hate. He's a true freshman.
Yeah.
Anyways, I still think Duke could win the ACC. Virginia has no chance. All right.
Gonna need a lot of teams to lose for that to happen, but
Yeah, it's fine. They got it. All right.
Now we're just gonna jump over to the NFL slate.
All right. So
of games.
before we do any scores,
Yep.
the greatest time for me as a fan is the trade deadline because I always have hope that the Steelers will do something, but they end up don't doing it. So let's talk about all the trades.
Yep.
Because I've always wanted to do this. So if I can find the whole thing. All right, let's just start off easy. Jacoby Myers to Jacksonville. How do you think? How do you feel about that trade?
I mean, Jacksonville, they're obviously adding depth at the wide receiver position. Brian Thomas, obviously struggling with injuries. Travis Hunter's been on and off IR. I think that's great that they're adding depth. Hopefully, they make a little bit of noise, maybe sneak in as a wild card team in the playoffs.
Yep.
But I all in all, I like that move.
All right. So Colts acquire Sauce Gardner from the Jets. Colts get Gardner, and they have traded the 2026 first rounder and 2027 first rounder and A.D. Mitchell.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that trade? What grade would you give it?
For the Jets, I'd give it
A+ because they got two first round picks.
I would give it a solid A. Now you do get future picks. You got another first round pick for this year, and you got another first round pick for next year. So you got 2 straight years of probably 2 first round picks.
Yep.
In the first round.
And I would say I'm also questioning why the Jets traded their foundation for the rebuild because I'm going to compare them to the Washington Wizards. They are rebuilding every year. They always get the good players and then proceed to trade them because they give up too quickly. The Jets should have just been patient. I don't care how the player feels. Sauce Gardner was your own Darrelle Revis. He's not as good as Revis, but he is that guy.
And that's what I wanted to kind of get at. He was the defensive future for that team, and you give up an all-pro cornerback for picks that you don't know if they're going to pan out or not. Adonai Mitchell, obviously not a big-name wide receiver, but you do add wide receiver depth there. I mean,
he will get playing time on the Jets, though.
Yeah, I personally think, though. I mean, they obviously traded away 2 marquee pieces. They traded away Quinnen Williams, which we'll get to in a little bit, but. This is a little bit more than a rebuild. I think. I mean, if you look towards the end of the season for them, which is going to be quite soon, I think they're gonna just clean house entirely. I don't think they keep Fields on as their quarterback.
No,
I think Garrett Wilson looks to go somewhere else. Breece Hall, they'll look to maybe get a couple picks out of.
Both of them are gone before the draft.
Yeah,
I will say that.
But I mean, I think the Gardner trade was a little bit more surprising than Quinnen Williams, especially with how soon especially with how short Gardner's tenure with the Jets was.
And I would say I would give the Jets A+ for getting those first round picks, and the Colts an A for filling a need after getting absolutely bounced by 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers. That was beautiful to watch. Cowboys get Quentin Williams from the Jets. Cowboys get Williams. They traded 2026 second-round pick. And the better of the Cowboys and Packers 27 first-round pick. I'm curious on how that works. It's probably like pick swaps in the NBA. And Mozzie Smith. Okay, yeah. And what other trades happened? Steelers get Duggar. Eagles get Jalen Phillips from the Dolphins. This wasn't on deadline day, but this was the day before, I think. Yeah. Chargers get Trevor Penning. No. Seahawks get Rashid Shaheed. And yeah, that's basically all the big name players out.
I mean, Jair Alexander
Jair,
obviously going to the Eagles. That was
he's not that big name anymore, but it's like Alexander probably gonna be CB4 for the Cardinals, the Eagles. Cowboys get Logan Wilson, and that is most of the trades that I feel like talking about today.
Yeah.
So now the scores for this past week. I believe it was week 9.
Yeah, it was.
Why is it week 9? Ravens come away with a fairly easy win. I'm not happy about this. Lamar with 204 yards and just playing like an MVP again. That's the words I never wanted to say.
204 yards, 4 TDs.
Derrick Henry finally playing like he should. Over 100 yards. Receiving is never there for the Ravens.
Yeah, I was about to say, you got to get the receiving game going a little bit more.
Yeah, But hey, that trade they got for Aloy Gilman, looking pretty good. Dolphins. I'm not going to say most of the stats because, I mean, Tua, it's Tua. You just watch him play and you will throw up. I would say Devon Achane, they need to trade him, though. Yeah. Jalen Waddle, he needs to be traded as well. I thought Waddle would have been traded at the deadline, too. Come on, Steelers, do something. Ravens win 28-6. Do you have anything on this game?
I mean, with the Dolphins, I think they're just in a similar position as the Jets. They just need to completely clean house. I don't think Tua is your franchise quarterback. You could get a little bit of value out of Achane. Waddle, I'd say just let him go. He did not pan out as well as they would have wanted.
No. Hold on. No, Waddle is a great, not great. He's a good wide receiver.
He's a good wide receiver.
Look at who his quarterback is.
But I think he's a similar position as Garrett Wilson. He's on the bad team at the wrong time.
Very good player on a bad team needs to go.
Yeah.
Watch him end up in Baltimore. Yeah. Ravens. I don't care who they're playing next. Steelers. We had the lock in here. Yeah. So I'm just going to go out of order. The Sunday night game, Seahawks, Commanders. I don't know why that's first on my list, but Sammy D with I almost said Sonny D. That first half, he was 13 for 13.
Obviously, a great.
The guy went nuts. Yeah. I mean, it was awesome to watch. Not as a Commanders fan, obviously, but 21-24, 4 touchdowns, 330 yards. Kenneth Walker needs to be traded because Seattle is treating him very wrongly. Yeah. JSN is playing like an Ohio State receiver should. The running end for the Commanders, I will say they may not win another game for the rest of the year because if you saw that Jaden Daniels injury, that was I was sad. That was gruesome. I will say I'm seeing a lot of people say Jaden Daniels is a bust. Oh, this is RG3 2.0. This is RG4. No. I don't care if the same circumstances happen. I don't care if he got hurt on a week 9 on Northwest against the Seahawks. I don't care. Daniels is still their franchise QB. Dan Quinn even said he messed up by leaving him in there. But his stat line though was not bad.
No, I
for
mean, 100
for the local fireman he's throwing to, it is 16 for 22 for 153 yards and 1 touchdown, and he's trying to do he's putting the team on his back.
Yeah.
The defense just can't do anything.
No.
I mean, I feel bad for Daniels. I
Yeah.
mean, the Commanders had to actually get a defense so then they can lift Daniel the weight off of Daniel's shoulders. I mean, that's how they got to the NFC Championship game last year.
Yeah.
Good, a semi-decent defense took them to the championship game. That's all you need. Seahawks win by a lot to a little. Now, I'll say this game right here, Bears-Bengals, game of the week. I will say, if you saw that last touchdown
Yeah, that was
that was
wild.
against Colston Loveland, that was a heck of a catch.
I don't know how you
Heck of
didn't
a run.
tackle him there. You had three or four guys right near him, perfectly eligible to make that tackle, and
Yeah.
you still don't bring him down.
Yeah, that's just the Bengals defense in general. Yeah. But Caleb Williams, he had 280 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. Rutgers own Menagahi, 176 rushing yards. He had 176. Jeez. Wow. Chase Brown is awful. Colston Loveland is 118 yards. Joe Flacco, for some reason, I said this in a previous episode, he has that one game where he turns into God himself.
Yeah.
And he's had 4 so far.
Yeah, he had
470 passing yards.
4 TDs.
I'm convinced he is not 40 years old. He is 25. But it's like, I mean, it's not that hard when you throw into probably the best receiving duo in the league, and Chase and Higgins. Yeah, Higgins for some reason had 2 touchdowns. Chase Brown, no. I mean, who needs a running game when you have Joey Flacco just putting up numbers? I think this is how Burrow feels.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bears win 47-42. Do you have anything on this game?
I mean, obviously a great game for the Bears. They're looking like a better team than they were last year, and hopefully they can just keep this going. Maybe make it.
They're not winning the division.
I didn't
playoffs.
say win the division. I just think they could make it. They have a good case to be a playoff team.
Yeah, I would say that. Vikings-Lions. This game surprised me.
Yeah.
I was watching those highlights of it. 27-24. Vikings win. McCarthy played absolutely terrible.
143 yards.
143 yards, 14 for 25, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. That was his Michigan self. All he has to do is just hand the ball off, and he wins games. Aaron Jones, I think Father Time's calling for Aaron Jones.
Yeah, that's 78 rush yards and
9 carries, but he's not getting bulk of the carries like he should. Jordan Addison, I thought it was another guy who I thought would be dealt at the deadline. 2 receptions, 48 yards. Jefferson,
48.
he needs a QB. That's actually good.
Yeah, he had Darnold last year, but
Yeah.
couldn't hold on to him.
Detroit, good passing game, terrible running game. Laporta and Amon-Ra and Jameson Williams showed up. That's it. Vikings play the Ravens next week, which I do know that.
Yeah.
Yep. If the Vikings can pull this off, I will be a Vikings fan for a day. Yep. Panthers and Packers. I did not realize that Bryce Young only threw for 102 passing yards, 11 for 20, 1 pick. Rico Dowdle carried them once again. Tedoroy and McMillan, 46 yards. Dobbs had 91 yards. Jordan Love had 273 yards. Awful game just to watch the highlights of. Packers play the Eagles, I think. And do you have any thoughts on this game, I guess?
I mean, Bryce Young, obviously he came away with the win, but that's just not the passing game you need out of him. Rico Dowdle really just being the offense in that game.
The only guy.
130 rush yards, 2 rush TDs, and obviously, I mean, Panthers are bouncing back to a better team than I thought they were going to be in the beginning of the year.
We need to give Bryce Young his respect. I
Yeah,
don't care. He
I mean,
needs his respect.
Yeah, gotta give him some
The
respect.
dude is dealing with plumbers and firemen and the local SWAT team.
All right.
Yeah, he is. He is not.
I don't think the Panthers will be a playoff team,
Oh, absolutely not.
but I think they're a better team than they have been in recent years.
They're close
Yeah.
to being playoff contenders, though.
Yeah, they're
Chargers Titans 27-20. Do you have anything about this game?
Burrow obviously had a pretty good game, 250 pass
Burrow.
yards. Or sorry, Herbert.
Yeah, it's fine.
Herbert had a pretty good game, 250 pass yards, 2 TDs, and a rush TD, 57 rush yards. Obviously, coming away with a great win. They're 6-3 on the year. Titans. I mean, what else can you really say? This is not on Cam Ward. It's
You give Cam Ward his respect.
there's
He's
a-
dealing with nothing.
there's just so many holes in that team that's
He's dealing with nothing.
just
It is
are not
awful
being
to watch.
fixed. Their run game just hasn't been it all season, and I'd say like even looking forward to the draft, you got to increase your wide receiver depth there. Should have made a
Yep.
couple moves. Should have attempted to make a couple moves at the deadline. Maybe pick up a middle of the road wide receiver.
All right, and this next game, that's all you.
All right, I assume that is the Pats game. So
Patriots game.
obviously coming away with the 24-23 win at home, a little bit closer than I would have liked. I mean, I can't complain with being 7-2. Drake May, obviously a pretty good game, 250 plus pass yards, 2 TDs, and a pick. Getting Henderson going in the run game, which I'd absolutely love that. Keep him
Going.
keep him in the rotation.
Yeah,
Obviously, Stevenson was out with an injury that game, so hopefully he gets better. Drake May also 20 rush yards. Again, in the receiving game, can't say enough about them. Demario Pop Douglas, 100 receiving yards and a receiving TD. Diggs with 38 receiving yards and a receiving TD. So just a great game from them. Obviously, the defense could have played a little bit better. I mean, they did let up 23 points and were kind of saved with that missed PAT at the end.
Oh, yeah, no.
But I mean,
he was stressing.
he was stressed.
yeah, I was sweating that game out a little bit. But on the Falcon side of the ball, Penix had a bit of a better game. 22 for 37, 220 yards, 3 TDs. Drake London had a great game, 118 receiving yards, and all 3 of those TDs thrown by Penix toward him. So
I will say this: Penix is not a bad QB. It's just the team he's on. It's just a terrible organization.
and that seems like it's the case with most teams this year.
In the NFL, we've got to fix development because you have Penix, who's very good in college. I mean, he played 17 years,
Yep.
my whole life, and I will say he's been playing very good. It's just he's on a terrible organization.
Exactly.
And I'm going to say the same thing with Cam Ward because he's on the Titans, and I'm going to say the same thing with Jay Daniels because development has been gone at this point.
And just with the Patriots moving forward to this weekend, Tampa Bay on the road. That's a tough game. I know that they're.
That's the one good team they play every other week.
I mean, they have a couple of good games later in the year, but we do have. Granted, the Pats do have the easiest schedule remaining. I will put my hand up there that I am aware that we have an easy schedule going the rest of the year, but
the easiest.
But I do think we have a chance to make a decent playoff run. I'm not saying we're Super Bowl candidates. I'm just
whoa. No, you can say that. You can. I believe in the Patriots. Will
look. I believe in the Patriots too.
Mm-hmm.
All I need is them to have a decent playoff run. If we can make the AFC Championship, I'll be over the moon. But if we lose, even if we lose in the divisional round, I'm not going to be mad.
at least you'll experience a playoff win.
Yeah, I've experienced many of those.
Can't relate about that.
Yeah, I've experienced many of those.
Yeah, he's a bandwagon. Anyways,
Whoa.
Cam,
Yeah.
jeez. Niners, Giants, 34-24. Free Jackson Dart. This dude's playing his heart out.
Yeah.
And he's just getting no help. Mac Jones is being carried by McCaffrey.
Hey, if McCaffrey plays well, then good things will happen for them. That's
Yep. Defense was there. Running game was not there for the Giants, but I mean Jackson Dart's playing very good. And guess what I saw? He's the favorite to win Offensive Rookie of the Year.
You know, I actually don't hate that take.
It's a QB award, so if any rookie QB plays good, they're going to get it.
Yeah, I definitely see Dart as the perennial favorite to win an Offensive
Tyler
Rookie of the Year.
Warren's second. Ibuka's third because of his injury, I think.
Yeah. If Ibuka comes back and just performs well, then I'd say they're looking.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd say.
And to my favorite game of the day. My favorite game is Indy and Pittsburgh. We were both at Gridiron Gospel. We were both there to witness the absolute beauty of a game.
Yeah.
But if you really count the the 13 garbage time points, Danny Dimes, he was throwing dimes to the other team.
Bringing back his New York self.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was so excited with that.
Yeah.
Three picks, 1 touchdown. Jonathan Taylor did not do anything. Thank God the Steelers actually played defense today. The only problem was 2 receivers for the Colts had 115 yards.
Yeah, but 0 touchdowns.
Yep, but Josh Downs had the only one and had a fumble too.
Yeah, I mean they limited.
Fumble.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say Rodgers, 25 for 35, 203 yards, 1 touchdown. Running game was non-existent, like usual. I mean, jeez, it was not there. Calvin Austin led the team. Freiermuth had a touchdown. And I will say my favorite play of the day was when Peyton Wilson picked off Danny Dimes. As you can say, he can attest to this. I was going nuts.
Yeah. I mean, that was
I was going nuts.
I will say this as a non-Steelers fan, that's obviously just a great environment to watch a football game in. Again, I'll always be a Pats fan, but Steelers fans
we know how to make noise.
Again, a great place to watch a football game, and couldn't be happier with my first time at a Steelers game.
T.J. Watt with the sack, Derek Carmen with the recovery. I will say a lot of Steeler fans were bashing the Derek Carmen pick. I love that pick actually.
And I think we're forgetting one thing there. A certain Ohio State legend by the name of Jack Sawyer.
Jack Sawyer with the pick
coming away with a pick.
Jack Sawyer the pick.
Oh, what a time!
Jack
it
Sawyer
is to be alive.
Pick with the deflection by Peyton Wilson. And I will say this now, and I told him at the game, Peyton Wilson is the best player on the Steelers.
Yeah.
And you can say otherwise. He had 14 total tackles, 10 solo ones with a deflection and a pick. He had a deflection that ended up being a pick. He had an assisted pick. That is what I love to see out of Peyton Wilson.
Yep.
Everyone's like, oh, he sucks. He's not going to turn out to be good. Nope, he's very good. And everyone's like, oh, Patrick Queen is nothing without Roquan Smith. You know what? Who needs Roquan Smith? He's got Peyton Wilson.
Exactly.
Yep, Joey Porter with the pick. I will say a lot of Steeler fans do not like Joey Porter Jr. based on how he holds every play. But yet again, he can make that up with a sack that he had, which I don't remember. I guess back in film, I'm going to have to watch that. And he also had the game-ending pick. Yeah, and if any of you fans know that the Steelers fans had a coffin before the game for the Steelers defense, that was funny. I tried to find it. I couldn't find it. If anyone knows where it was, please tell me so that I can look stupid. But yeah, it was a great game. Steelers, they move on to play the Chargers on Sunday Night Football. I'm a little bit scared for that because Chargers kind of own us on Sunday Night Football.
I will say with that last thing about that Steelers game, you helped the Pats with their case for the 1 seed.
Who's number 1 in the conference? I don't know.
They're in their respective conference.
In the AFC.
I think it's still the Colts, but
who?
Yeah.
Well, we're doing a little bit of a fact checking here. I think no shots to the Bills, right? No, I don't want that. No. I don't want that.
Yeah,
No.
the
Hey, so I clicked the wrong button. Okay, so we just assume it's the Colts. So
Hang on, why don't we pull up the standings and
yeah, I think there's a better website for that. And so my bad for the viewers that I yelled. I just got very very excited.
Yeah, so Colts are still atop the division because of their home record, 5-0 at home.
We are in the year 2025. The Denver Broncos are 7-2.
Yeah,
Yep.
but I will say your Steelers, they're the number 4 seed.
Yeah, I'm a little bit I'm a little bit scared of the Ravens because before I move on to the next game, the Ravens play the Vikings, Browns, Jets, Bengals, Steelers, Bengals, Patriots, Packers, Steelers. That's a fairly easy schedule, and you said that the Patriots have the easy schedule. I mean, just look at this.
Yeah,
I mean, I can say the Ravens can realistically lose to the Bengals, one to the Steelers, and then proceed to lose to the Patriots and Packers. I will say that, but yet again, if the Steelers can hold on to this division and have a home playoff game, I think they will finally win a playoff game.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, I've been waiting so long. Okay, next game, Broncos Texans. Broncos win 18-15. Bo Nix, not really his best game. Not really his best game. But Stroud did get hurt though.
yep. Davis Mills had to step in there.
Yeah, that's never good whenever you see a quarterback from Stanford not named Andrew Luck on your field. Nick Chubb needs to hang it up. Dobbins is 61 yards. Apparently a running back. The Broncos won this game and a running back led their team in receiving. That is sad. How many sacks the Broncos had? They had 4. Overall, just good win, I guess, for the Broncos. And the Texans, I don't know how to feel about the Texans. How do you feel about the Texans?
If Stroud's hurt and Davis Mills is your starting quarterback, I don't have a lot of faith in that team. The running game has not been there, especially in this game right here. I mean,
I say Jeremiah Love goes to the Texans.
I think that's a respectable pick. I think he'll be there where the Texans are in the draft order, and I think that's certainly a position to focus on. Maybe adding a wide receiver or two in there, but.
Yeah.
And hopefully finish with a record good enough for a pretty good pick.
Yep. Jaguars Raiders 30-29 in an overtime win. And Pete Carroll still hasn't gotten through in his head that he needs to run the ball on the 1-yard line.
Before we get into the Jaguars this game, how did the Patriots lose to this Raiders team? That was our first game.
See, the Patriots lost to the Raiders team because the Raiders scored more points than the Patriots.
Oh right, okay. See, I forgot it. I forgot that that's how this works.
There's a thing called score and board. Anyways,
Yeah.
No, I don't know how they lost. I mean, it was early in the season.
It's early in the year.
Anything could have happened, but hey man, scoreboard. Trevor Lawrence. That's a halfway decent game for him. ETN with a halfway decent game too. Parker Washington from
Parker Washington. I'm not even gonna.
Penn State. Yep. Penn State, and it is. Hold on. I'm gonna look stupid. Yep. Penn State, and he led the team in receiving yards. Brock Bowers came back. He was like Shaq. If you saw that play, he was like Shaq in the paint, though. I mean, geez, he was out-bodying people. Geno Smith with a. How many games are we going to see Geno Smith throw a pick? I mean, geez.
4 TDs, though.
Give Genty some help. 42 yards on 13 carries.
Yeah, improving the O-line is the number one thing.
That is the only thing. Not the number one thing, the only thing. Anyways, Jags win 30-29. Anything on this game besides the Raiders beating the Patriots?
Not really. I mean,
Okay.
Just get Genty some help
Yep.
with that O-line, and
Yep.
Jaguars looking pretty good this year.
Yep.
Hopefully keep it going and maybe get a decent spot in the playoff picture.
Yeah, hopefully. Saints, Rams, I really have nothing on this game. This is awful for the Saints. I mean, I started Tyler Shuck in fantasy. Well, I'm going to now since Daniels was hurt, but like that was an awful game. I mean, I know he's a 35-year-old rookie, but I mean, jeez. Shaheed no longer on the team. He's with Seattle at 68 yards. Olave should have been traded though. I mean, get him out of New Orleans. Stafford, we don't care about New Orleans here. Los Angeles though, Stafford's looking like the real MVP though.
Yeah.
I mean, geez, we're talking about Drake May, Josh Allen, Lamar. Why not Matthew Stafford?
I think Stafford should definitely be up there in MVP conversations, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the dude's 38, just slinging the pigskin.
Yeah.
It is awesome. Kyron Williams playing like he should. Nakua coming back. Adams got 2 touchdowns. Yeah. No, I have nothing on this game.
Yeah,
I'm assuming you don't either.
Yeah, I got nothing
All right,
else.
cool. Yeah, Rams win third. Rams win by $1 billion. Bills, Chiefs. I'm not going to glaze this game like CBS does, but I will say Mahomes did not have his best game again. He always seems to lose the Bills in the regular season, but then proceeds to beat them in the postseason. It makes no sense. They have no running game.
No, absolutely.
They have no passing game.
No.
They have no defense, and they are somehow 5-4. I mean, the miracles Mahomes does on a team.
They find a way. I mean,
They find a way. Yeah, that's what a win is a win. We don't care how it is. Josh Allen is also playing like an MVP candidate. James Cook, he had a decent game. Kincaid had a good game. Yeah, Bills win 28-21. I'm assuming you don't have anything on this game.
No, I mean, great start to the season for the Bills. Obviously, with the loss to the Patriots earlier on in the year, but they've been pretty consistent this season. Chiefs bit of a bounce back from the way the season originally started, but I mean, a lot of things to work on with this Chiefs team.
A lot of work. Cardinals, Cowboys. Cardinals win 27-17. They just put Kyler Murray on the IR for 4 to 8 weeks.
Yeah.
It's not a Madden injury, but Brissett is the starter for the rest of the year. As you can tell, as you should, because he's very good at passing. DeMarcado is finally getting his spot back. I mean, geez, Marv Harrison looking like as he should.
Yeah,
I mean, give the guy some credit. No one does. No one does.
Yeah, 96 receiving yards and a receiving TD. That's a heck
the
of a game.
funniest thing of all, George Pickens had 2 fumbles. Prescott to have a decent game. Javonte Williams getting embarrassed on national television. CeeDee Lamb, 85 yards. Pickens, 79 yards, and a taunting play of which it killed him. That was funny to watch. Yes, I hate watching. It is fun. 5 sacks for them. Yeah, no. Both teams had 5 sacks. Cowboys are absolutely horrendous. Cardinals, good win. I'm assuming you don't have anything too.
Yeah, I don't really have too much.
And
of this.
something that I'm going to start doing myself is give you the standings update because it feels right. Currently,
who's that team? First in the AFC East.
So the Patriots are first. Bills, Dolphins, Jets. Steelers still leading the division. Colts. Okay, that's going to die soon. The Colts leading the division. Broncos and Chargers. Eagles are getting a cakewalk given victory. Some coaches say nothing is given, it's earned. This is purely given. Packers, Lions, and Bears are all tied basically. Buccaneers and Panthers are the last thing I expected to compete for a division title.
Yeah.
The last thing I expected. And then Seahawks, Rams, Niners are competing for the division as well. And I will give you FanDuel's MVP favorite because it's just fun. But first, I'm gonna give you the Heisman favorite because I forgot to tell you guys. It is Julian Sayin,
There we go.
the favorites
It's about
for the
time.
Heisman. Mendoza is second. Where's the NFL? All right, so I'm gonna just tell you guys the prediction awards. Josh Allen is leading the odds. Drake May is second. Mahomes is third. Stafford is fourth, and Sammy D is fifth. Jonathan Taylor is leading the Offensive Player of the Year. JSN is number 2, and no one else is good. Micah Parsons is supposed to win Defensive Player of the Year. How? Miles Garrett should not be on this list. So the offensive rookie of the year is between Dart and Igbuka. That's it. Abdul Carter is supposed to win defensive rookie of the year. Steichen and is between Steichen, Vrabel, and Mike McDonald for coach of the year. And comeback player of the year is between Dak and McCaffrey and Aiden Hutchinson. That is your FanDuel odds that are basically inaccurate because why isn't Mahomes up there in the MVP thing? But you know what? We live and we learn. Now to our favorite segment of where we use our pure brain power, Immaculate Grid. Because this is something I live for.
Yeah. So for
the Browns and Dolphins.
we're gonna go with Antonio Callaway. That'll give us a 0.03%.
Yes. And for the Browns and Commanders, who do we get?
Why don't we shout out Texas legend
Texas legend?
Colt McCoy.
Colt McCoy. Really?
At 12%.
All right, yeah. 12%. All right. For the Browns, it recorded an interception.
Are we talking caught an interception, or are we talking
Well, the
as a quarterback or a cornerback?
whoever recorded an interception.
Okay.
Anyone. Anyone.
Okay, so I'm still just looking for clarification here. So are we talking thrown an interception or caught an
When
interception?
paired with a team, one interception must be achieved with that team in a single season. When paired with a school, must be achieved in an NFL. Not with college. When paired with the that doesn't help us.
Yeah, that's not
Okay.
helpful.
You know what?
Why don't you just throw in a quarterback there? And
You know,
we'll see.
quarterback, you know what? This is not ball knowledge because we don't understand directions. We're just going to put in Denzel Ward for the Browns
Okay.
recorded interception because we're just going to do that for that whole category
Yeah,
unless someone can explain to us how that works.
Denzel Ward. Why not?
Yep, Denzel Ward. And let's just finish off that category. Jaguars.
Ramsey.
Fairly easy. Just legends on that team.
Bears.
Let's just do Jalen Johnson. If it's the right one. No. Wait. Nope, that's not how you spell Jalen. Nope, that's the wrong Jalen, actually. I may be dumb. Oh, hold on. Actually, you know what? We're not going to go with Jalen Johnson. Because there's a corner I'm thinking of. His name is Kyle Fuller. Okay, that doesn't help. There's two of them. What? Hold on. We're just gonna try this one. Okay, there you go. Kyle Fuller, 2%.
Okay.
No,
What year did he play for?
It was 2014 to 2022.
Fuller.
Hey, Ravens legend right there. All right, so now to the real teams.
Jags and Dolphins.
Jags, Dolphins. I'm a little bit stuck because you could have put Ramsey for here, but that's a little bit obvious.
Yeah.
I will also say
But it's more of a legendary pick.
I have a pick. I need to type his name in.
Yeah,
Okay, I was wrong. Okay.
all right.
I was wrong.
Bears Dolphins. There's got to be a backup quarter. I don't want to go down the Fitzmagic road,
I
but
don't want to go down the Fitzmagic road now because he could fit for any of these teams in here.
that's like an Ish Smith pick in Basketball Reference.
We love Ish Smith here. Wizard legend right there.
All right. Bears Commanders should be.
Oh, God. 2 one-sided rivalries. Wow.
These are not great teams. Jaguars Dolphins. Let's see. Jags Dolphins.
Yeah. I don't know. This is a little bit tough.
Yeah, Jags. I mean, not great team selections there.
Yeah, no. I don't, like I said in the other episode, I don't know anyone on the Dolphins.
Yeah. No, the Dolphins are not a team that.
Like, the only person I know is Don Shula and Dan Marino. That's it. And Larry Zonka.
Who knows Larry Zonka?
Ooh, why don't we go a bit of a forgotten player here
Are
in
we
terms
going
of
with that?
in terms of
We going with Chad?
yeah.
Oh yeah, we're going with. Is that for Jags and Dolphins?
That is
We're going with Chad Henne of the Jags and Dolphins.
I forget. Isn't
Ah, 12% for Chad Henne.
it? Could have been worse.
I'm surprised that's 12%. I am not gonna lie.
Now for Jags and Commanders.
Jags and Commanders.
Yeah.
Who cares? Hey, can you do a little bit?
Research on Cam Sims.
Cam Stones.
No, what? I said Sims. Cam
Sims.
Do research on him.
All right.
Because I think he played either for the Jags or Bears.
Cam Sims.
He played for the Redskins, but do a little research on this dude.
He only played for the Washington football team.
Bring back the name.
No,
Jeez.
let's not.
Bring back the name. Bears Commanders.
I mean, we could go down the Heisman route, but that's not what we're. That's not what we're.
Oh, right.
Whoa. There's always a thing of checking it out. Huh?
Never mind.
Oh, you set me up. Jeez.
No, I did not. Why don't we go another? We can keep going down the quarter.
Are we doing that for the Bears Commanders?
Yeah, Mark Brunell.
All right, Mark Brunell for the Bears Commanders.
Is that for Bears Commanders? Or no? That's
Wait,
for,
hold
that's
on.
for
Pause.
Jags Commanders.
Pause.
Mark Brunell,
Jags Commanders.
Brunell.
I'm not that smart.
Mark Brunell.
Jags Commanders.
48%.
48?
There's no way Mark Brunell's that common.
I don't think I've heard of Mark Brunell. I've heard of Byron Leftwich. I've never heard of Mark
Byron
Brunell.
Leftwich. What a name.
Yeah, so we learn new things here at Gridiron Gospel. We are only freshmen in colleges. We don't know that much,
Bears, Dolphins.
but we do know Brandon Bass is a Celtics legend.
You want to talk about Celtics legend? Talk about Brad Wanamaker.
Oh yeah, we forgot about Brad Wanamaker. My God,
Dude was lethal from the free throw line. Okay.
Since we got absolutely screwed over with the 48%, do you just want to go with Tim Boyle?
Tim Boyle. Yeah,
Let's just go with. Who's that?
Bears, Dolphins.
Bears Dolphins of Tim Boyle.
Tim Boyle.
Tim Boyle, because we got absolutely
0.3%. All right.
48 Mark Brunell.
And now let's just
anyone watching, can you give us a background, the description on Mark Brunell?
Bears
Please.
Commanders.
Bears Commanders.
Figure that out.
This is interesting.
Yeah.
Ow! I just hit my foot with the chair.
Washington Commanders to round it out. Let's find something.
This is not good.
Nope.
This is not good.
We could go Rex Grossman.
No. A lot of people know who Jason Campbell is.
Jason Campbell,
Who's a guy that I remember?
uh,
Oh, you know what? Since
We got screwed over. Let's go with.
with Alamadia Zacchaeus.
Olamide Zacchaeus.
Because that dude was a lethal weapon for the
Olamide.
Commanders championship run.
Zacchaeus. And to round it out,
And to round it out, we got a 101 real score because Mark Brunell is I'm still mad about that.
anyways, that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Gridiron Gospel. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next week.
Please.